You would have had to have the urge to cheat at some point. I mean, if it's been a month, it's been 2 months, 3 months, you haven't had sex, your girlfriend doesn't give you head, your girlfriend barely is attracted to you, she's barely interested in you. I mean, if you're not gay, I would think you would have the urge to cheat. If you can't remember the last time you got head from your girlfriend, then you're going to want to listen to this. In this video, I'm going to give you the secret to getting head again consistently from your girlfriend or wife, and the solution is probably not what you may think. And I can tell you, as someone who has reignited that sexual spark back in my relationships multiple times and have been able to retain women's genuine sexual desire for me years on end, I can tell you that if you follow and apply these steps, your girl will desire you like she did in the beginning and probably do things you never thought she'd do. By the way, very, very quickly, guys, if you want to learn the full A to Z female mastery framework on how to quickly get women to pursue you and retain their desire long term, the same way I've done for myself, then go ahead and click the link in the description below, where you can get access to the course completely for free inside my free community, Female Mastery Decoded. It's in the first link in the description below. All right, so before we get into it, we need to understand and diagnose why your girl never gives you head anymore, only has sex with you once every 3.5 weeks to a month. It's important to know why this is happening before we correct it. Okay, so the other day when I was getting my haircut at my barber's house, one of his friends walked in and we all just started having normal conversation, you know, barbershop talk, whatever. And he tells us that he's getting divorced. And this is a shock to my barber, which is his friend. And we're just like, what the heck? Like, tell us what's going on. Tell us what's happening. So we get into the weeds of everything. And during the conversation, I ask, you know, how often have you guys been having sex? And he tells me like once every month. And I'm just like, damn. And I ask him, how long has that been happening? Like, when did that start? Mind you, they've been married for 7 years, I think, right? And he said it started after the first year, at the end of the first year or second year. And I'm like, so you've been having sex once a month for 5-6 years? And he was like, yeah. So, and I feel like a lot of men can relate to this guy's story. I've personally been there. I haven't been married for 7 years, but I definitely have been in long-term relationships where, you know, the sex definitely declined in the relationship. And some of you guys who are in relationships right now, I'm sure you guys can relate to this. But we have to understand why this happens, guys. Why does this happen so often in damn near every relationship that we get into? So I'm going to break down why the sex declines and why your girlfriend or your wife no longer wants to be intimate with you anymore. No longer, especially wants to give you head. Like, head is way more intimate than sex itself, as we know. So the first reason why this happens is because the moment we commit in a relationship, the chase is over. The moment we commit, she has leverage in the relationship. Therefore, it's like she has you. She knows you're not going to leave because you have committed. Therefore, she doesn't really need to reward you sexually anymore because she knows you're going to stay. And when you buy into this, you give her full leverage and control in the relationship to withhold sex from you, to get you to behave how she wants you to behave, because she knows you're not going anywhere. On top of the fact of familiarity and routine setting into the relationship. When familiarity and routine creeps in, it doesn't happen overnight. When it creeps in, what it does is it causes her to emotionally flatline. It causes her to be bored. Her emotions are no longer being stimulated because everything in the relationship is boring. She knows your schedule. She sees your face every day. You wake up, you get dressed, you get your coffee, you go to work, you come back home, you go to bed, and it's the same thing over and over and over again. And then over time, that routine, it creates redundancy. There is no mystery, there is no novelty. And she no longer sees you as that guy who stimulates her emotions. And this is really, really bad because it kind of gets into the roommate narrative of the relationship, especially if you guys are living together, under the impression that if you're not getting consistent head from your girlfriend, you're probably living together, okay? Now, since we know why this is happening, you commit, she has sexual leverage over you, she no longer is trying to get you, she no longer is trying to keep you because she knows you're not going anywhere, so therefore she has sexual leverage to control you inside the relationship. So she can withhold it for as long as she wants to get you to have better behavior, get you to act right, get you to comply. She can make demands, she can take the sex away. During this process, you slowly lose your identity. You slowly lose yourself. The more you comply, the more you appease her, the more you walk on eggshells, the more you're scared to lose her. And that actually goes into the very first step into getting head again in your relationship. Past sex, guys. We're trying to go for the home run here. Like, you're going to obviously get the sex if you can get head again. You know what I mean? So step number one is you cannot be scared to lose her. Okay. If you're scared to lose your girlfriend, she cannot respect you if you are afraid to leave. Okay. If you're afraid to leave, or if you're afraid that she'll leave, she can't respect you. And if you're afraid to leave your girl, she still has psychological and emotional leverage over you, right? Women are highly attracted to and want the man that does not need her, because this demonstrates the highest form of strength, because she knows that not even her sex can keep you, which is one of the most valuable things she can offer, which is actually why she uses sex in her body as leverage to keep you in control, because she knows how much you value her sex, and also knows that you are in lack and in need of it. Which actually brings me to step number two, right? So, step number one, you have to not be scared to lose her. You have to adopt the mindset that you'll be fine with or without her, and it has to be authentic. So, step number two is you need to stop negotiating. You need to stop asking and trying to initiate sex or intimacy with your girl. Okay. She's obviously not giving you head. And if she's not giving you head, I'm just going to assume that she barely has sex with you either. I know the title of this video is how to get head from your girl, or how I got head from my girlfriend, and the thumbnail is get the head back. Basically, you need to stop initiating. Okay. You need to stop giving her the opportunity to withhold sex from you. Because every time you initiate, every time you pursue sex in your relationship or intimacy in your relationship that has already declined, you're basically telling your girl that you are in lack and in need. And this will give her the opportunity to withhold, on top of the fact that she has lost attraction and desire in you. She's lost attraction and desire towards you, whatever. So once you stop negotiating and initiating sex, step number three, and you're going to do this kind of simultaneously at the same time, you're going to regain your identity back. Because over this duration, whether it's been a year, 3 years, 5, 6 years, whatever, you have slowly lost your identity. Okay, that singleness energy that you had before you got into the relationship at the beginning of the time when you were dating her, you have completely lost that. And you are probably more of a ghost of yourself, if I'm being honest. You probably put on a few pounds. You probably stop caring how you look so much. You're probably more lazy, more complacent, maybe less motivated, less driven. And the first step that you're going to take to regain your identity is we're going to start with changing the things that are going to be the most noticeable, okay, within yourself, and other people will notice, and your girlfriend will notice, right? Or your wife, whatever. So the first thing you're going to change is your hair and your facial hair style. And what I want you to do is I want you to go on Pinterest or any site or watch a movie and find the men who have very high sex appeal. They're most likely going to be celebrities or men of status or actors. And I want you to emulate their facial hair and haircut style and add it onto you. Obviously, you don't have to copy and paste, but get that a similar style and tweak it to how it fits you into your liking. Okay, and that's going to be a very noticeable change. Okay, as a part of regaining your identity. Next is going to be fashion. You're going to change your aesthetic and your clothing appeal. You've probably been wearing bummy clothes. You probably don't care how you dress, how you look anymore. And this is not good when you're with your girl, because she needs to see you as that guy who looks like he's $1 million. I'm not saying you got to go wear and buy fancy suits or anything, but you need to start dressing like how you were dressing when you were single. Like, actually care. Get your swagger back, bro. Go get some. If you have nice clothes and just never wear them because you're just so lazy and there's so much routine and familiarity in the relationship, you don't really go out anymore. Start wearing those clothes. Start putting those watches on. Start putting those accessories on. Start wearing that necklace, your earrings again. Start wearing cologne again. Go buy some new cologne, man. Once your girl starts smelling you and how good you smell, and you smell like $1,000,000, you kind of want it to get to the point where every time you come back and see your girl, come back home, or every time you come back and see her, she should make a comment about how good you smell. She should make a comment about how good you smell every time you come back and see her. Okay? So regain your identity. Number 4 is break familiarity and routine. Like I said in the beginning with the guy who was married for 7 years, and the reason why she slowly stops having sex with you and she's no longer intimate with you, it's because familiarity and routine set in and it erodes the relationship. So what you want to do here is you want to get away from the house more, okay, by any means necessary. And the more abrupt and the longer the distance is and the time is, the better, okay? When I say get away from the house, I mean go out, get some more hobbies, hang out with your bros again, start going to the bar, join a league, go take a class, go work on that project that you never finished or started, go to the gym more. By any means necessary, get out of the house more. Okay, so we have one, adopt the mindset that you are not scared to leave her, or you won't be scared if she leaves you. Basically, you don't need her. Two, stop negotiating, asking for sex and intimacy. Three, regain your identity so you look different and you feel different. Your look and your energy is different. Four, break familiarity and routine. And the best way I can tell you to do this, guys, is to take a trip. Just take a trip, 5-day minimum, 7 days. You can go solo, go with your bros. Take a trip, get some distance and time away from her. And this will completely break the routine because, first of all, she sees you every single day. So therefore, if you're gone on a trip for 5 days, you're not there. Okay, it's not familiar to her. The routine, you're there, you're waking up, you're going to work, you're coming back home. That's not happening because you're also gone. So you can either break the familiarity routine by taking a trip very abruptly, or you can, get out of the house a little bit more. And this will kind of take a little bit longer when it comes to getting the head and sex back in your relationship, but it'll also work. All right, so number 5, and you want to kind of do 5 and 4 at the same time as well. So after you break that familiarity and routine, right? After you start getting out the house more, you want to casually start talking and socializing with other women in public settings, at the bar, at events, at outings. All right. When I say casually talk and socialize, just talk to other women in public settings like they're normal human beings, right? This will give you that single energy back while you're in your relationship. You're not cheating. You're not getting any numbers. By the way, I do not condone cheating, guys. It's a very weak move. And you might as well just leave if you're going to cheat. Okay. What this is going to do is going to help you get your mojo back, because you're in a relationship right now where the only girl that you're talking to or that you give energy to doesn't want you. She's not attracted to you. She doesn't want to have sex with you, and she is not even thinking about giving you head. Right? You talking to other women casually in public settings is going to bring that single energy back and get your mojo back. And attracting other women will reignite that single energy that you had when you were dating your woman in the beginning. Okay? Now, when you get that energy back, it's going to be very good because your woman is going to feel something different about you. She's going to, obviously, you're going to look way better. You're going to look different. You're going to feel and look like $1,000,000. But when you start casually talking to other women in public settings, it's like you're going to get some game back. You're going to get that mojo back that you haven't had in a very, very long time. And this is really, really good, guys. And step number 6. So we're going to put 4 and 5 together. So break familiarity and routine, take a trip, get away, and start casually talking and socializing with other women. Normal conversations. Women might flirt with you, which is good. So now you know other women are attracted to you. On top of the fact that you probably look really good, you probably smell really good. So therefore, you are attracting other women. You are generating other potential options, which is really good, considering the fact that you have been in a sexless and headless relationship for so long. Okay. Now, number 6, guys, this is going to take some balls. You have to be a man here. I'm not going to try to make this video too long because I know your attention. You may get distracted here. But if you really want head in your relationship again consistently, if you want the sex to incline in your relationship, just stick with me to the end. Okay. So number 6 is you're going to go to her face to face. And mind you, after steps 1 through 5, your girlfriend or your wife, whatever, she's probably going to start feeling a little bit uncertain about you, a little bit anxious because of all these changes that have happened so abruptly in a 1 week to 2 week span. Okay. You're looking different. First of all, you're probably looking better. You're smelling different, right? You stopped negotiating and trying to initiate and pursue sex from her all of a sudden. So that's like you're no longer asking her for sex. No longer even trying to have sex with her. You've broken the familiarity and the routine. So you're no longer at the house as much. You're not really seeing her as much anymore. You're out doing other things, focusing on your purpose, hanging out with your bros, being social, joining clubs, joining classes, whatever, working on your project, right? So you broke that familiarity. You started casually talking and socializing with other women in public. So therefore, you're getting your single energy and game back. So all of these things, she's definitely going to notice. And when she does notice, if she asks questions and she's probing and she's, something's off, this is what you're going to do. Whether she asks the questions or not, you're going to come to her, preferably in the evening time, at home, and you're going to tell her face to face, like a man. You're going to make the statements that other women have been wanting you. They've been flirting with you, and you've been having urges to cheat recently. Just like that. You're going to let her know, babe, I need to tell you something. Other women have been wanting me lately. Every time I go out, a woman's flirting with me, hitting on me, and I've been having urges to cheat recently. Okay? Mind you, you are in a sexless and headless relationship right now. When you're telling your girl this, under the impression that your girl rarely has sex with you and never gives you head, you're going to tell her this. Oh, and also, only if it's true. It should be true if you have done step number 5. You've casually talked and socialized with other women in public, and you've gotten that single energy back. And, it should also be true because you're looking better and you're smelling better. Okay? If it's not true, don't make the statement. Just do all steps 1 through 5 a little bit longer, especially 5. And once that's the case, and if other women have been giving you more interest and have been more attracted to you and have been flirting with you more outside of the house, out in your social public settings, then that's when you make that statement. And I assume you've been having urges to cheat, considering the fact that your wife doesn't have sex with you anymore, or your girlfriend doesn't have sex with you anymore. You would have had to have the urge to cheat at some point. I mean, if it's been a month, it's been 2 months, 3 months, you haven't had sex, your girlfriend doesn't give you head, your girlfriend barely is attracted to you, she's barely interested in you. I mean, if you're not gay, I would think you would have the urge to cheat. All right, so why are you going to make this statement? Why are you going to make these statements? Okay, it's because she needs to know that you have the ability to generate other options outside of her, and that other women find you attractive and want you. Now, by default, this will add some tension and novelty into the relationship, which is actually good for you and something that she's been lacking but wanting, right? Her knowing other women want you will create competition anxiety, and this competition anxiety will create uncertainty in the relationship, right? Which is good. Now, I'm going to tell you what will likely happen when you make these statements about other women wanting you, other women flirting with you, find you attractive, and you having urges to cheat. What will likely happen? This is a high conflict situation here. What will likely happen is 1 out of 4 things, okay? I'm going to go through the 4, and I'm going to explain the response that you're going to need based on her response with you telling her this statement, okay? Number 1, she's going to get insecure or anxious, okay? Number 2, she's going to get interrogative, and she's going to try to see if anything has happened. 3, she'll threaten to leave the relationship. Or 4, she's going to take jabs at you by saying stuff like, you don't have the balls to cheat on me. Okay, if she says 4, that's really bad. But most likely she's going to say 1 or 2, or maybe 3, but typically 1 or 2. So your response for 1 or 2, she gets insecure and anxious, or she gets interrogative and asks to see if anything has happened already. You're going to let her do all the talking and all the asking of questions. And the only thing you're going to tell her is nothing has happened yet. You're not going to over-explain. You're not going to start explaining yourself. You're not going to start answering all of her questions, because that is just giving into her frame, which is probably something you've been doing for a while now. No more complying and appeasing to her authority. No, you are taking back authority and ownership in your relationship. So if she responds with 1 or 2, you tell her nothing has happened yet, after you make the statement and after she maybe asks some questions. Now, after you say that nothing has happened yet, emphasis on yet, guys, creates uncertainty even more in her mind. I don't condone cheating, so do not go and cheat on her. But after you say that, you're going to remove yourself completely and let her mind wander, meaning remove yourself from the scene. Okay, you're going to leave the scene, leave the house, whatever. Let her mind wander. Anxiety will build. Uncertainty will fester. And what you can say is, But how about this? I'm going to run out and go to the store. And by the time I get back, I want you naked and in the bed and show me exactly why I shouldn't cheat on you. And I want you to say it just like that. Stone cold face. Don't quiver. Don't let your voice break. Okay? You say it stone cold. I don't even want you to blink. But how about this? I'm going to go run out. I'm going to go to the store. And by the time I get back, I want you naked and in the bed and show me exactly why I shouldn't cheat on you. What this is going to do is going to break the pattern of dialogue, relationship dialogue that you guys have been having. On top of the fact that now she is very uncertain, she has anxiety of the fact that other women want you, her man. You've been having urges to cheat on her with other women because of the fact that she no longer has sex with you and she has not been fulfilling your needs and pleasing you. And this is only guys only under the impression that you are doing everything you need to be really doing as a man as far as providing and taking care of your girl and being a man in the relationship. And if you're doing everything you need to be doing, and on top of the fact that you being a good man, you're not doing her dirty, you are staying loyal, and she still has you know stopped having sex with you and all that stuff, not giving you head, then this is what you need to say. This will break the dot. She's gonna look at you. She won't even know how to respond back. Basically, she won't even know how to respond to that, guys. When you say that, okay. So let's go to response number 3. So if she were to threaten to leave the relationship, this is her testing your strength as a man and bluffing. If this happens, you need to act indifferent if she were to leave. Completely unfazed. Okay, or you can just say, then leave. Hold steady and she will break. You have to hold steady. You really cannot be scared if she were to leave or not, guys. Because that is psychological and emotional leverage that she will have over you. And she can sense this. You cannot fake this. It's either real or it isn't. And if it's not real, she'll see right through you. She'll see that you are actually scared to leave her. You are actually scared that she'll leave. And you cannot give her that psychological and emotional leverage over you because she's had it over you for so long. This is the reason why she's able to withhold sex from you in the first place. This is the reason that she's able to not give you any intimacy in the first place. So hold steady. You can just say, then leave if she threatens to leave, right? And she will break. I promise you, she will break, right? When her threat and bluff doesn't work to keep you, she loses all leverage and power because you are now immune to her threats. There's nothing she can do because you are good with or without her. You are fine if she leaves. You are fine if she stays. And after you demonstrate that, you remove yourself from the scene. You add some distance and space. You go out, go to the bar, go hang out with the bros. This will let uncertainty and anxiety arise within her. When you return, preferably in the evening, she will reward you for your strength and your lack of caring if she leaves or not, and sexually persuades you to want to stay in the relationship and not cheat on her because she knows that other women want you. And she feels this different energy about you in the first place, right? So now when that happens for both responses 1 and 2 and 3, okay? When that happens and she is trying to now have sex with you all of a sudden, you now have full sexual leverage and control in your relationship at this very point. And it's also the time you need to instruct with dominance the things that you want her to do. Give you head and all those sorts of things you've wanted her to do that she said no to or withheld. The time is now, right? And you have to understand these steps that I've listed in order, I listed them in this order for a reason, guys. And we're going to walk through them real quick. So number 1, you can't be scared to lose her. You have to adopt the mindset that you're not scared to lose her. Number 1 is actually for the very end, but you have to start with number 1 because at the very end, number 1 will be tested. It'll be tested, right? Number 2, you have to stop asking, initiating, and trying to pursue sex. Because the moment you stop asking, she can no longer withhold sex from you. She has nothing to withhold because you are no longer in need, right? Number 3, regain your identity. You become the old you. You become the version of yourself when you were dating her in the beginning. That's the guy that you're missing. And I know you can feel completely different because you haven't been that guy in so long. That guy is like has been lost, and you want that guy back. So you got to go get that guy back. That single energy, that mojo that you once had, the energy that probably attracted her in the first place. Go get him back. Regain your identity. Go look different. Get your facial hair right. Get your swag back, bro. 4, break familiarity. The familiarity and the routine is what causes her to emotionally flatline in the relationship, bro. The guy who at my barber's house, when he said, sex declined after the first year, it's typically the familiarity and the routine which makes it feel like you guys are roommates and just buddy buddy. There's no tension. There is no spark. There is nothing there that's causing her to want you. You know what I'm saying? When she sees you and she knows your schedule every day, and every day it's the same over and over and over again. 5, casually talk and socialize with other women. This is really what's going to bring your mojo back and your game back, guys. When you start interacting and socializing with other women in a way that does not disrespect the integrity of your relationship, meaning, you're not walking away with girls' numbers, you're not going on other dates with women, you're not cheating on her. You're literally just casually talking with other people in public settings, getting your mojo back. Okay? Because of the fact that your girl is not having sex with you. I don't think it's that bad if you were to talk with other women in public settings when your girl is withholding sex from you. That's not that bad. You could do a whole bunch worse. You really could, but we don't condone that behavior. And number 6 is be a man and make the statement, if it's true, which it should be true, that other women are wanting you, flirting with you, and you've been having the urges to cheat. So I listed that in order, guys, because it's very important. And if you don't do it in that right order, it will not work, right? So the time is now when you get to that point of sex occurring, or you get to that point where you now have the leverage and the control because of the fact that you don't need her. You are fine if she leaves or not. And you are fine if you leave. On top of the fact that other women want you, and she knows that other women want her man, you now have the full leverage and control in your relationship that you probably haven't had in God knows how long. And I'm going to talk about number 4 real quick. Her response, if she takes jabs and says stuff like, you don't have the balls to cheat on me, right? Then you don't even respond. You let your silence be response. Leave the building for a while, leave the scene for a while, let her mind wander. Basically, she's basically saying you don't have the guts to get pleasure from another woman despite her depriving you sexually. At that point, if she's disrespecting your manhood, and you should really just leave and not put up with that type of woman. If you love yourself and want peace as a man, you should have the strength to walk away. If she responds with number 4. Listen, I know this was a long video. This was very raw, no cuts really. If you made it to the end of this video, you have 2 options. Okay, you can continue to stay in your headless and sexist relationship, feeling frustrated and miserable, fully emasculated and lacking identity. And I don't say this to be mean to you. Like, I say this as a wake-up call, so you can wake up and actually get the results that you want in your relationships or with your woman, so you can have them desiring you long term, right? And the other option is you can man the fuck up. You can man the fuck up, follow and apply these steps within a 2-week span, and fully gain the full sexual leverage in your relationship, right? And if you want me to walk you through exactly how to do this so you don't mess anything up, because I've done this multiple times just to test it actually. If you want me to walk you through how to do this, how to actually get your girl to desire you long term in the next 14 days, then join my free community, Female Mastery Decoded. Again, the link is below. As always, it's been a pleasure, guys. And if you found this video valuable, I know this was a long one, share this with any man you think needs to hear this message. And as always, thank you for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one.
Duke, I love you, right?